The God in Christianity has a name? What? So, on the name of God in Christianity, Elijah. Here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, provide my perspective on learning the name of God in Christianity, Elijah. In the churches I have attended, more than one denomination, I have most frequently encountered the name in song form at Sunday worship. Yes, I'm filming this Monday, 5 May 2025, and I grew up attending Sunday school, attended Sunday school for over a decade, and I've attended church services as an adult, like the adult services, so to speak, and I'd say this is one that kind of across the forms of worship, like the Sunday worship, and other, like I took part in Logos and youth group and mission trip and stuff like that. I would say this is not actually something that was like ever forced down our throats, so to speak. I was born approximately 1993, and in 2001, conflicts between Christians and Muslims kind of flared up in the United States of America, partially around the 11 September 2001 terrorist attacks. However, I think those exact buildings had been bombed before, so or there was a bomb threat or something in like the 1990s. Was it 26 February 1993? Something like that. Anyway, point being, the conflicts there and tensions there weren't new, but it really kind of escalated. And then what else? Oh, in like 2000, 2001, 2002, something like that, the Lord of the Rings movies were made, like Fellowship of the Ring and The Two Towers, Return of the King, and the guy who plays Frodo is Elijah Wood. And I think part of the reason this wasn't really emphasized in my upbringing, and possibly still might not be, even though those dangers, so to speak, have kind of moved on, the church hasn't really put an emphasis on rebounding with like this. It was, well, so kind of maybe like Christians being fearful a little bit to push the name of God when there were those attacks, but then also like it's not pushed really heavily, in part because there are people like Elijah Wood who have the name Elijah, so it's about kind of like putting emphasis on the human carrier and speaker of God of Jesus Christ in Christianity. Like, so there's two names there, like they can differentiate, like that was a person, whereas Elijah is a God, and Jesus Christ was the Son of God, but Elijah himself doesn't take form, kind of thing, except for through Jesus Christ, as messengers and prophets and that kind of thing. But I would say the place where this has been most clearly communicated in my life experience is song and hymns and that kind of thing in Sunday worship. Is Elijah, stuff, and that's not on tune and not, but like it's like in the hymn, in the song, that kind of thing, in the name of God. In Christianity, right? And if you go to church, it's just the name of God because it's in Christianity. But yeah, so. And God is a he, and if one wants to be true to the religion of Christianity, it was like that was one that I think could have been emphasized more. It wasn't overdone by any means, and if anything, I would say it was a little bit on the underdone side. It was medium rare, and I like my burgers well done, So it was one of those things where I think, from my perspective, it could have been emphasized more, and especially outside of song. So there we go. Thoughts on the name of God in Christianity, Elijah.